So a study recently came out that shows that home and auto service businesses are missing up to a quarter of all their inbound phone calls, and it's leading to a massive amount of missed revenue for these businesses. So we're going to dig into these numbers here. The study was done by a company called Invoca, which is a sales AI company. Shows that auto dealerships miss about 21% of inbound calls. On average, 37% of those calls are leads, and 33% of those leads will convert. The numbers are similar for auto service centers. Auto service centers miss about 20% of inbound calls. On average, 39% of those calls are leads, and 51% of those leads will convert. The numbers get even higher when it comes to home service businesses. It shows that they miss about 27% of inbound calls, 47% of those calls being leads, 29% of those leads eventually converting. Now, these numbers in of themselves, sound kind of scary, but it gets even worse when you actually dig into the numbers with a case study. So that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to use a case study of this company, J&J Plumbing. So let's say J&J does about $3 million in revenue from phone leads. 73% of those calls are answered. 27% of those calls are missed. Right, we take those two numbers and multiply them by the other numbers that were in the study. 47% of those calls are leads with a 29% conversion rate. It shows that about $110,000 of revenue is being lost by these businesses. I mean, with an average of about $300 per ticket, that's about 368 jobs lost, right? And it gets even worse when you get into the mind of these customers. Number one is the fact that, if a lead calls, right, with a plumbing issue and you don't answer, they still have that issue. So not only are they going to not spend that money with you, they're going to go spend that money with a competitor because they need to get the problem solved. And if you're a home service company listening to this, I'm sure you understand the second key, which is that when a customer finds a service company that they like and that they know does good work, they're most likely going to keep coming back to that company, right? Because these jobs are somewhat expensive, the customers are sticky. Right? And so not only did you lose out on this revenue this year, but you lost out on the lifetime revenue of that customer to your competitor, right? So if you take, an average of $8,000 over the lifetime of a customer, say, the jobs they get done over the course of, 5 or so years, right? That's $8,000 in lifetime sales that you missed out on for each one of those 368 jobs, which equals out to about $2.9 million in lifetime revenue lost. I mean, that's literally the income of the business at this current time, right? They could have doubled, right, simply by just answering the phone, right? And so, the question comes after that, right, for any logical business owner is, how do we stop bleeding this revenue, right? And, in business, there's 3 ways you can scale and solve problems, right? You can choose labor, capital, or, tools, software. The first 2 things that people look to solve these problems are very labor and capital intensive. Number one is hiring a new customer service rep, right? Hiring a new receptionist. There's some benefits to this, right? One, you get a new team member, right? It always feels good to grow your company and to feel like, your team is growing. And the big piece when it comes to solve this problem is quality control, right? You're going to have direct control over how this person is trained, how they upsell, how they cross-sell, how they handle objections. You get to train them on all of that, so they'll be very much tied in, know exactly what to do in every scenario. The drawbacks, though, are payroll and benefits. You have to take care of your people, have to take care of them well, especially in this day and age. And a big piece of this as well is night shifts. Say, you do a job that's still under warranty and a pipe bursts in the middle of the night. That customer is going to try to call your business in order to try to get this fixed. And, it's going to be very hard to find a CSR that's willing to work 24/7. So from what I see with most home service businesses I talk to is that, they have a call forwarding system linked up to the business owner's phone. And so, if there is a call that needs to happen in the middle of the night, they're going to get rung up out of their sleep and have to make another subsequent, 2 or 3 calls to the technician, to the dispatch, in order to make sure that, technician gets out and solves the problem. So that's option number 1. Hiring a CSR. So that's option number 1, hiring a CSR. Then we have option number 2, which is hiring a call center. Now, call centers are costly. They can cost up to $2 to $4 per minute, right? And even with that cost, you still have a very low level of quality control, right? You're not going to be the one training these CSRs. Most likely, this is going to be an offshore company filled with people who have English as a second language, most likely, right? And they may not even be trained on how to use your specific software, right? And so it adds an increased level of workflow complexity on your end, and it adds some hurdles for your customers who are calling and may not be able to understand, the person who they're talking to at the call center, or some things may get lost in translation. Now, the two benefits with call centers are, though, night shifts, right? It's very easy to find a call center that's going to be able to work 24/7, and it's easy to have very controlled payment structure for this, because you're most likely just going to sign a contract, and there's going to be a certain amount of money that you pay to them each month for the service, right? You don't have to worry about the payroll and benefits for each one of these CSRs. But the question does come, what if we could have the best of both worlds, right? What if we could have the quality control of a customer service rep that you hire with the flexibility and availability of a call center, right? Well, that is where BlueAgent comes into play, right? That is where you want to start leveraging that third piece that I talked about before this, which is leveraging tools and software, right? Tools and software that can scale infinitely, right? And so what BlueAgent does, BlueAgent is a voice AI agent platform that handles customer service and sales for inbound and outbound phone calls, right? It allows you to set up voice AI agents that are basically virtual customer service reps that sound very lifelike, right? Can have fully customized scripts with edge cases on how to handle objections, how to upsell, how to cross-sell, right? They're available 24/7, right? You can set their active hours to be active during the day or just after hours, right? When everyone's gone home. The plans are very flexible and cheap, right? You can start getting agents built for as low as $20, right? For those that just need some simple after-hours phone service, or for businesses that want to really scale their phone and intake operations. We have higher tier plans that you have tens of thousands of call minutes, right? That are able to be used across all of your different phone numbers every single month. Also, one of the best parts about this is that they can one-click integrate with your software. Most of the time when you're hiring a new CSR, they haven't used, House Call Pro. They haven't used Jobber. They haven't used Service Titan, right? So you have to train them on how to use the software as well as how to integrate into your existing workflows and how to, handle customers on the phone. With BlueAgent, all you need to do is one-click integrate the agent into these platforms, right? Just log in, and they know how to use the software completely already. They can create clients, create jobs, dispatch technicians, create appointments, everything you need, and they have access to all the services you provide, so they know how to upsell, they know how to cross-sell, and they know how to provide the best service for your customers. They can also have automated follow-up and reminders. So say, you have a customer who's getting work done at a location that they're not currently at, right? They can't see the work, right? And so they want to be updated on what's going on. You can update them via text or via a small phone call that can leave a voicemail and update them on everything that needs to be, that has been done and that still needs to be done. You can also get detailed calls and sales analytics. So, a lot of businesses currently, they don't have anything set up for tracking their call data, right? They don't have anything set up for tracking how long do phone calls last? What's the answer rate? What are the most common outcomes for inbound and outbound phone calls? Right, with BlueAgent, you can get all that data broken down by the week, by the month, by the quarter, even by the specific call. You have access to all the call transcripts. You have access to the sentiment of the call. You can have access to the outcome of the call, right? And you can know that for each and every phone call that comes into your business. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to actually go and do a small little demo of BlueAgent to kind of show just how easy this is to get a voice agent up and running and taking calls for your business and solving this missed calls problem. Okay, so we're here in the BlueAgent platform, here on the dashboard with a brand new account. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue along with this case study to show just how easy it is to solve this problem of missed inbound phone calls by using the BlueAgent platform. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to integrate this account with the Jobber account of J&J Plumbing. So what Jobber is a software as a service platform for service businesses. It helps them manage clients, keep track of their services, book jobs, keep track of all that kind of back office information that's needed to run these kinds of businesses. And we're going to do that for two reasons. One, to show how easy it is to not only create an agent on the BlueAgent platform, but we're also going to show how easy it is to integrate these agents into your existing workflow and software that you're currently using. So first thing we're going to do is, like I said, add that Jobber integration. So we're going to come down here to the third-party integrations tab, and we're going to click the connect button on Jobber. Very simple. It already connects it. So we already have this app. The BlueAgent app is available on the Jobber Marketplace. So if you want to go check it out there, feel free to. And the next thing that we're going to do is create our first agent. So we're going to come here to the Agents tab, hit this Create a New Agent button. We're going to use the plumbing industry template. So what these are just templates for different industries to kind of get you started off with the proper descriptions and scripts that are common in these kinds of industries. So we're going to choose plumbing here. We're going to choose receptionist. And it's going to show here some of the kind of default descriptions and templates, for these, for this kind of combination of industry and use case. And then we're going to put it behind a phone number. So this is the phone number that we created for the business when we first signed up. When you first sign up for the platform, you have the option of adding an existing phone number that you're currently using onto the platform or purchasing a new one. So we're going to put the agent behind this phone number. Next, we're going to choose a set of tools. So since we, oh, you fucking bastard. So here we are on the BlueAgent platform. What we're going to do is we're going to be continuing along with this case study to show how the BlueAgent platform can help solve this problem of missed inbound calls by creating a voice AI agent that lives behind the business's existing phone number and also will be integrated with some of their back office software. For this case, we're going to be using a service called Jobber. Jobber is a software as a service platform for service businesses, for them to be able to manage clients, manage their services, dispatch technicians, etc. So this will be a case study to show not only how quick it is to create these agents, but also how easy it is to integrate them into your existing software and workflows. So the first thing we're going to do is head over to this third-party integrations tab. And then from there, we're going to click the connect button. And that's going to connect us with the Jobber account of J&J Plumbing. So the BlueAgent app is already live on the Jobber app marketplace. So go ahead and check that out if you're currently using the platform. But the next step we're going to do here is to create our first agent. So we're going to come up here to the Agents tab, click Create New Agent, and then we're going to use some of these industry and use case templates to populate a kind of a base script and description for the agent. So we're going to click Plumbing. Then we're going to go over here to Receptionist. And then as you can see, we have some basic descriptions and basic scripts for this agent in order to show how it's going to greet the user and how it's going to handle their problem. So the next thing that we're going to do is click the next button here and choose a phone number. So when you first sign up for the platform, you have the option of purchasing a new phone number or basically onboarding your existing business phone number onto the platform so that the agents can live behind those phone numbers, make calls from those phone numbers, and receive calls from those phone numbers. Right, so we're going to choose this one right here. Click next. And then here is where we get into the part of how this agent is going to use these third-party integrations in order to, kind of keep that data up to date and, put it into the Jobber platform. So we're going to click this drop down. As you can see, we have a list of tools, right, that we can use. So we're going to use Create Jobber Client so that it can create clients for new leads. We're going to create a work request so that it can create those requests. We're going to be able to get Jobber clients as well to basically be able to see, okay, is this someone that we already have in our system or is it not, right? And if it isn't, then we can create a new one. The next one that we're going to add is schedule a job. And the also is going to be checking the availability as well as creating follow-up in case the customer calls in and says, okay, yeah, I need this service, maybe not right now, or they're not ready, or they want to maybe check around and see, different prices. This will be able to create a follow-up in the system so that the agents know to maybe make a follow-up call to that person, maybe a week or two out to see if they still need that work done. So now that we've added all these tools, we're going to hit the next. And then it's going to show all of the different, scripts, phone numbers, etc. We're going to hit create agent, and here, we can see, the edit page for the agent. So we see here the script that we created. We also get a chance to choose a voice, right? So we're going to be able to choose a voice for this agent, and what we're going to do is kind of listen to some samples here real quick.
There is no greater harm than that of time wasted.
Just trust yourself, then you will know how to live.
The thing always happens that you really believe in, and the belief in a thing makes it happen.
Okay, we like that voice, so we're going to go with the Brian voice here. We're going to choose a large language model for it. All of them start off by using kind of the most basic model, which is Llama 3. So we're going to choose that, hit the save button, and there we are. Right, so the agent's fully created, and now we're going to head over to a test call. We're going to make an inbound phone call to this number right here, and show you that right now.
Your call. Good morning. This is Brian with J&J Plumbing. How can I help you today?
Hi, my name is Dennis Towns. I'm calling because I got a leak in my kitchen faucet that I want someone to come check out.
Hi, Dennis. It's great to talk to you, Dennis. Sorry to hear that you're dealing with a leaky faucet in your kitchen. Can you tell me a bit more about it? Is it dripping constantly or just a slow trickle?
It's dripping pretty consistently.
Sorry to hear that, Dennis. Consistent dripping can waste a lot of water and be a bit frustrating. Can you also tell me a bit about what's happening with the leak? Is it coming from the faucet itself, or is it coming from a part of the water line under the sink?
Yeah, it's coming from the water line. So it's like it's like coming from the pipe that's like under, that kind of feeds into the sink. It's like under it, inside some cabinets.
It sounds like the leak is coming from the water supply line that's hidden inside the cabinet underneath the sink, Dennis. Okay, just to make sure I've got everything down, your name is Dennis, and you'd like us to send someone over to take a look at that leak under your kitchen sink, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And can you also give me your email address, Dennis? We'd like to send you an appointment confirmation and follow up to let you know when our technician is on his way. Also, is there a preferred day and time for the appointment, or would you like us to schedule it for the earliest available time?
Yeah, so my email address is dennistowns9@gmail.com, and it would preferably be like early next week, like Monday or Tuesday in the morning.
Thanks, Dennis. I've got your email address down as dennistowns9@gmail.com. Let me just check our schedule real quick. Okay, I've checked, and we've got an opening on Tuesday morning. Would 9 or 10 a.m. work for you?
Let's do 9 a.m. 9 a.m. on Monday.
Actually, I mentioned earlier that you wanted Tuesday morning, and I was thinking of Monday for a 9 a.m. appointment. How about we confirm the appointment for Tuesday at 9 a.m. instead?
Yeah, I mean, Tuesday works good too.
Okay, Dennis, great. I've got Tuesday at 9 a.m. confirmed for you. Our technician, Mike, will meet you at your location on Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. to take a look at the leak under your kitchen sink. We'll send you a confirmation email to your dennistowns9@gmail.com address with all the details. Thank you for choosing J&J Plumbing, Dennis. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too. All right, so here we are in the Jobber account, the Jobber dashboard of the account that is attached to the BlueAgent account that we were just setting up for J&J Plumbing. So as you can see, we have the client that was created with the address and a new work request that was created for this one that we talked about, right? Leaky kitchen faucet repair with the contact details. And yeah, so that's what we got here, and we're going to go over back to BlueAgent and show the results there as well. And here we are in the BlueAgent dashboard for the call that was just made. As you can see, we have the call transcript as well as the tools that were used during the call. So you can see the create Jobber work request, get Jobber clients, and the transcript for the call for both myself and the agent. It'll kind of go in this chat style, show all of the tools that were called, show the assigned tools, and also the call history for this lead. And yeah, so there we have it, right? So that's the breakdown of how to both create an agent on BlueAgent and add some integrations and a test demo call along with the results of that call. So yeah, go and check it out. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk with y'all soon.